Hello and welcome everybody to my first introduction video for this tutorial series. This tutorial series is going to be a series based on the project that I'm going to be working called CodExchng. It's my personal website project, and I'm going to make it an open source project, so I want to share with everybody, and I also want to share my development cycle, and I want to try to teach people about the stuff that I know and about the stuff that I'm going to be working on. So I don't know how many video tutorials are going to be in this tutorial series. I'm pretty sure there will be like maybe 50 videos at least, because as I said, it's going to be based on my personal web project, and I'm going to try to make it as short and simple as possible. This video tutorial series will require some programming background, so if you don't know programming, or especially the programming languages that I will be using on this video series, I would suggest to go ahead and learn that first. And as I said, this is introduction video, so I'm gonna start by telling my plan about the project and what I will be working on, what I will be doing, what this website project is about, and why I chose to do it. So starting from the name CodExchng, well, I was just thinking for the different name, and I don't know, it just popped up in my head, so I decided to go with CodExchng. This website is going to be a platform for free programming education. So basically I will be sharing this whole playlist on the website again after I'm done with the website and once it's out live, and I will try to find a few more programmers, maybe from YouTube or maybe somebody that I know, and invite them to create some more free video tutorial series based on the current hot stuff in IT out there. And the concept of this project is just to provide a free education, and starting with the programming, because the reason I want to make it free is because I believe that education is everyone's right, and it should be free. Everyone deserves to learn. I am curious about something and I want to know about it, then I should be able to find my answers. And that's why I want to try to share my knowledge with everybody else around the world, and share my stuff with them, and try to educate them. But it's gonna be free. I will never charge anybody to learn something from me, or when I share my stuff with them, because it depends on my beliefs, and as I said. So starting going back to the project information, as I said, it's going to be based on the website. So starting from the primary programming language of this website is Python. The reason I chose Python is that I've been working with Python for about 3 years and more actually, but professionally at the workplace, my job role is the Python developer, and so I'm going to be using Python, and we will be using the latest Python, which will be 3.7 and maybe 3.6. I have no idea right now which one I installed. It's been a long time, I guess, I don't know, but Python 3.7. And once this video playlist, I'm pretty sure this video playlist will never be, tutorial series will never be done, because I'm not gonna end my project once I'm done in like for 2 months or 6 months, because there will be constant updates on the website, and as long as the website is running, I will be making changes, and I will be making video tutorials based on those changes, because I want to share with everybody that how I built the project, I built the website, and what I'm doing with it. So right now, today, when I'm making this introduction video, it's September 12th, 2018. I don't know when you will be watching this video and what Python language will be out there, which version of Python language will be out there, but this project is going to be mainly focused on Python language as a backend, and I will be using Django framework, Django 2.1, which is the latest version right now, 2.1.1. Django is really awesome Python web development framework, and I've been working with Django for those 3 years, so that's why I chose Django. The other reason I chose Django, that it has a big community. There are a lot of open source plugins out there. There are so many developers working on this project on Django, so it has all these features like, you know, security or database management, forms and front end and back end and all the stuff. It's built in view layer, model layers. There are models, query sets, ORM is really good. So I will be the reason I chose Django is just because it's really easy to work with. It's really well documented, first of all. The other reason whenever I go with open source project is based on documentation. If the documentation is not good, then no matter how good your framework or your project is, as long as your documentation is not good, if people cannot understand what your program does, then that's the problem. So documentation of Django is really well written, and the features are really good. So in the next few videos, we'll be exploring all the features of Django and Python. But I want to try to keep this introduction video as short as possible, and I believe it's already long enough right now. So moving on to next one, I will be using JetBrains IDE to develop my website project, and for Python and Django, I'll be using PyCharm. This is really good IDE. I like it. All the JetBrains IDEs are awesome. They really know in their job, you know, the IDEs. And we live in 2018 right now, so if your IDE is not good, if you're using Notepad or Notepad++, which I'm not saying it's not good, but it depends on what you prefer. I prefer this IDE. If you prefer Django's or Python's default IDE, you're good to go with that. It's your choice, but my choice is PyCharm. So I will be using PyCharm, and I will be creating all my projects using PyCharm and future stuff. So we talked about backend. Now let's go to the front end. For CSS, I will be using Materialize because I like their documentation too, and because it's really well written. Also, I can understand it really well. It's really simple to use, and this one is based on Google's guideline for the web development. So Google is pushing it's encouraging developers to use Materialize theme. So you can see this website is also using its own CSS styling, which is called Materialize. So I will be using this CSS as my front-end framework, but I mean, based on this tutorial series, if you ever decide to create your own website, you can go with anything else for the front end. Obviously, if you're learning from this tutorial series something, you probably are not going to change your backend. So Django and Python will be your backend, but front end can be anything, whatever you want. And I will be also I will try to implement React, because React is also really good JavaScript library. It makes developers' life really easy by providing lots of features, and we'll talk about it in future videos when we actually start implementing React. And as much as when we start using it, we'll follow its own its features and everything in details. And I will also try to use React Native, because React Native is for mobile applications, so it provides cross platform development for iOS and Android. So you can write your mobile application using React Native, just one code base, and you can create application for Android and iOS. So I'm also planning to provide a mobile application for the project, so all the users can access the project from their mobile device. They don't need to come online on the website. They don't need to have a computer and a web browser to go and access it. So I will be making both front end and mobile, but I'm not sure how I'm gonna be dividing all this information into, like, small steps at a time. But these are the stuff. This is my plan for the project, and I will, whenever I work on this project, I will make a video tutorial about it, and I will put it online, and I will share with everybody, and hopefully I will be able to get this project finished as soon as possible, like within few weeks. But the other thing is I want to share is that I have a full-time job, and I also got the stuff in my life that I need to pay attention to. So I may not be able, I won't be fast enough to finish this project within, like, couple months, obviously, but I will try as fast as I can, and that's my plan. So I'll see you everyone in the next video. Bye bye.